Hello everyone and thanks for coming today to hear my proposal for addressing increased international student enrollment. We will examine some trends within international student enrollment and how the University of Alabama can address them. Let's look at the university's mission statement. The mission statement says the University of Alabama will advance the intellectual and social condition of the people of the state, the nation and the world through the creation, translation and dissemination of knowledge with an emphasis on quality programs in the areas of teaching, research and service. From this statement, we can see the international focus of the university, not just for bringing international students to the university, but also encouraging domestic students to act and think about the world globally. However, why is this important? Well, as seen in the graph here, enrollment by decades has increased and will continue to increase incrementally. While we have seen a slight decline recently due to the political environment, this is not expected to last. The issue of international student enrollment has been an ongoing issue for all higher education institutions and will continue to be an ongoing issue as more international students enroll at the University of Alabama. How does increased international student enrollment affect the university? Well, increased international student enrollment will continue to increase and therefore could become a critical issue at any time. Unique cultural and language barriers will have to be overcome, as international students are a significant source of income to the university. Faculty and staff will have to adjust to the cultural differences of international students. As a projected increase of 6% yearly, students will have the institutions that fit their unique needs best. If the University of Alabama does not accommodate their needs, another institution will. The university needs to follow the political and developmental trends of other countries, examine the different immigration waves according to country immigration and subject popularity. Furthermore, as each institution is different, each institution must pay attention to their particular trends, as shown in the example of community colleges. Furthermore, current trends suggested by my Delphi study demonstrate the top 3 best practices to address increased international student enrollment through procedures and through servant and transformational leadership. For reference, numbers 3 and 4 were tied statistically on the scale of least important, 10, to most important, 1. If I may focus on numbers 1 and 2 in both categories, some commonalities exist among them. 1. An established international student and scholar office can assist in examining academic and student service barriers. Also, engage the local community, along with local immigrant communities, can identify future trends for increased international student enrollment. How can we address these trends? Well, each problem is particular to its own solutions, and a handbook does not exist to solve these problems. If a handbook existed, we would have solved these problems ages ago. Therefore, we need to listen and develop empathy through servant leadership, and pay attention to what is said and also not said. Additionally, servant leaders are supportive of their staff, listening but at the same time not solving problems for them, but allowing them to develop and figure out solutions on their own merit. So, the difference between transformational leadership and servant leadership is in the area of focus, but not necessarily content. Servant leaders focus on their followers first, while transformational leaders empower others to move the organization forward and focus on the results of those endeavors. To implement this plan, a Futures Council of 15 to 20 members consisting of representatives from admissions, the Capstone International Office, members of the outside immigrant community and faculty members will research different trends regarding international student enrollment. Quarterly meetings will be held so that each group can report their findings regarding international student enrollment trends, and to see if possible overlaps, commonalities or possible cause and effect relationships exist. Assessing will consist of surveys to consistently identify trends and to see if the university is addressing the current trends. As a fail-safe, internal and external audits can be done to ensure the current international enrollment trends are managed well. Information technology can address international student academic progress, student satisfaction and institutional impact. As federal regulations require international student monitoring, extracting this data should not be a problem. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I have attached my references here in case you would like to do more research. I feel that if we can start addressing these issues now, the University of Alabama will address these issues and develop innovative solutions to serve our increasing international student population. Thank you, and roll Tide.